All right, thank you all so much for your patience. We are up and running. Thank you to everyone joining us on the live stream. We have people joining us from across the state as well as from this very building today. I would like to begin our event like we did yesterday with our Executive Director, Danielle Brazel. Please put your hands together.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, poets. Yes, that's right. I hope that you all had a really fun day yesterday and that you got good sleep last night. Welcome for those of you who traveled far to get to Sacramento. I'm just curious, how many people in this room is it your first time? And this is our government, and so you play a really important role in that. And I think that what you are doing is actually core to democracy. You are speaking truth, you are speaking your truth, you are standing up in your agency, and you are claiming your space. Now, I will say that this can be a little intimidating right here. I'm just gonna say, because we have to come here twice a year, every year, and sit at this table, right in front of this table right here, in front of this big dais, and we have to defend the California Arts Council's budget. And we have to, right here, with all of the senators on the budget committee, and they ask us for stats and facts. And they want it the way they want it, how they want it. And it is like, it's intense. So here's what I do. I take a breath. I review my talking points. I remember that they're just people up there, and I'm a person here, and that I stand in my truth, and I speak that truth for what I know. Because we are the California Arts Council, and we are your state arts agency that is absolutely committed to advancing arts, culture, and creativity as the tools, right? So art is a tool. It's a tool. And you're part of that story. So I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for your dedication and your tenacity and for your brilliance, because you are all champions right here, right now. Make no mistake about it. Yes! Say it loud! And I don't need to tell you how to use a mic, because you all know how to use a mic. And I don't need to tell you how to be in your power and in your truth, because clearly you have all prepped for this moment right here, right now. But I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the way we always acknowledge whenever two or more people meet at the California Arts Council, with an acknowledgement of the land we gather on today. The California Arts Council acknowledges the original inhabitants of the lands now called California, and that California continues to be home to many indigenous communities. Generations of tribal communities develop deep understandings of the land and continue long-standing relationships with the land, water, air, plant, and animal beings through ceremony, culture, and stewardship. These communities are not only an important part of our history as contemporary Californians, but are also important voices in our understanding of this place. In acknowledging the violent history of the founding of the state of California, its support of state-sponsored genocide, the misrepresentation of indigenous peoples and their culture, and their erasure to the contributions to our shared history, we at the California Arts Council recognize our responsibility to these indigenous communities, and we are compelled to support tribes, tribal organizations, and related organizations, including arts organizations, in their efforts to uplift Indigenous people and their communities. With these ideals in mind, we recognize that today we are gathered, literally, we are gathered on the traditional homelands of the Maidu, Miwok, Nisian, and Patwin peoples of the Sacramento region. And we also want to acknowledge and honor the Wilton Rancheria, the only federalized recognized tribe in Sacramento County. And finally, I want to just extend a welcome to the members of the California State Senate and California Assembly who are joining us here today. Numerous members of these two houses and their staff will visit today's events. Many of these elected representatives would like to meet their champion for the district. And I think, again, this is what the value that you are not only bringing to your communities, but what you're bringing to the state. You're in the people's house. You are in the people's house. You are in your house. You are home. So have a great time being home. Charlie, I'm going to pass this back off to you. I mean, I could be here all day, but I think you guys want to be on with the competition. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can we have Amaris? Can we have you out for a photo real quick? And I will pass over to Josie now, who will then pass on to Andrew. Josie, please come on up.
All right, champs, on your feet. You know what we're doing. All right, so I know we're in more confined quarters. This is my other job I get to do with y'all, right? More confined quarters than we were yesterday. We're still gonna take our moment, right? To get prepped, to get warm, to get ready, to get in our bodies, in our voices, and get ready to do the thing. So as you can, just kind of get centered. Again, those feet under the hips, head, shoulders, hips, knees, toes. You can let your eyes flutter closed. If you want to actually feel your puppet string, you are welcome to, but at least imagine it coming out the top of your head, connecting you with this beautiful ceiling, and that your whole body is just dangling gently off of that string. And as you breathe in and out gently at your own pace, just let all the sort of stress, tension fall away. Our bodies are really great at holding us up, so just trust it. And let your eyes flutter gently open. And let's everybody look up at that beautiful ceiling. And then let's look down at the lovely carpet. And one more time, up at the beautiful ceiling. And down at the carpet. And then let your head float back to center. And head over to one side, arm up and over like we did yesterday. Again, not pulling, just letting the other shoulder drop, opening up that space. And careful not to whack your neighbor, let the arm drop. Head floating up, so you should really have that feeling of just, yep, everything dangling. Over to the other side, arm up and over. Again, just let the other shoulder drop, just stretch out. Good. And release. Don't whack your neighbor, head floating up. Everybody find that neutral again, right? So you can move off of it when you're ready to. All right, let's do some shoulder circles back. Big circles. Typically, I'd have you go out in here, but we're not going to do that because we'll whack our neighbor. So let's go forward. Good, good. And this one, everybody's favorite. So much tension. Oh my gosh. Ah! And release. Shake, 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 shake. And more squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, and quick facial massage. Yeah. Wherever you feel the tension on your face, be that the temples, be that the jawline, around the back of the neck, wherever you need it. This is for your body, your face. Okay. Good. And big pumpkin face. Ha. Ah, ah. Feeling good? Okay, you're all going to be brilliant. Next thing I get to do is introduce you to one of our judges, a brilliant poet himself, one of the Poets Laureate Emeritus from the city of Sacramento. Andres, come on down.
How many poets do I have in this room? Okay, some of y'all, I need you to really just embrace your own truth, because I can see everybody's truth, right? I watched y'all. I saw poets, right? Just because you didn't write those words, I saw you feel those words. I saw you bring those words to life. And one of the things that I believe about this poetry is that poetry is how we speak ourselves into existence, y'all. You hear me? So I just want to really let y'all know this is a competition, but it's more of an initiation, right? This right here is like the Illuminati of poetry. You know what I'm saying? This is that room. Y'all those ones. Poetry's taken me around the world. I got the keys to this beautiful city because of poetry. I make my living doing poetry. And there are still people who try to tell me poetry, right? And you guys say that? It's just poetry. It's just the oldest tradition to keep culture stories alive when they're sold into systems that thrive on identity stripping and assimilation is older than slavery, and slavery is anxious, unsafe. It's just poetry. It's just a method of keeping ancestral records, and even that can't be disconnected, but it's just some words, right? That's Francis Zappa. He's a gangster. People still like that, even though it's racist. Poetry then gave girls his King David, whose homes are the basis of whole religious faiths, but it's just that nursery rhyme that put your daughter to bed, that Beyonce song you can't get out of your head, conversations you've had, what you wish you would have said. It's just living, breathing, seeking, finding, feeding time, desire, grinding, polishing the raw, refining, letting spirit lead and blind me, following the path unwinding, trying to make it out alive and still, all the while defining me. Ways of counteracting others and how they're defining the view. Behind every line you write, there's a new inspired view, a perspective you can see the future through. So it's just kings quoting, God writes it, sirens sing it, demons speak it, poetry. Children learn it, elders teach it, women are it, cities breathe it, poetry. I will beat you to death with it. But don't worry, because I'll bring you back to life. Well, you're not in competition. You are part of a huge range of poets in this city. So make sure you connect with each other and build those relationships. It's really easy to stay connected and that's what we are. So please do that.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Give it up, y'all. Come on, right? Let's go. Let's go. All right. If out for some pictures, we could get, please, folks from the following many counties. We need Riverside, Imperial, San Bernardino, Amador, Calaveras, El Dorado, Inyo, Madera, Mariposa, Merced, Mono, Nevada, Placer, Stanislaus Tuolumne. Thank you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Michelle Radman, I'm Chief Deputy Director for the agency. I just want to say hello and congratulations to all the champions here. I'd like to quickly introduce Assemblyman Gonzalez to the front and for him to be able to say a few words to you all. Assemblyman.
I'd like to thank you for visiting us here today. Every day we come out here and we stand on the green carpet, and maybe you hear a little poetry coming off of my tongue, because sometimes they say when I get up there and I communicate, I try to make sure that I touch a string in someone's heart, because this is more than just politics. This is more than something that sets us apart. The world is trying to divide us, and it's up to us to bring unity, because it's the one thing that can bring us together every single time. See, media and the world is always trying to rip us apart, saying you're this and you're that, but the reality is you were made for greatness. The reality is you were made for history and for the future. The reality is that I'm looking to you and to your words and to your actions to transform this nation and to transform your homes, because I'm only here but a short time. So I thank you for being here. I thank you for challenging. And yes, sometimes they say it's just, but the reality is it can be the knife that either cuts or heals in an operation. So I ask you today to take this time that you're here, not only to think about the poetry or the words that you say, but the actions that you take and the unity that you bring, and to look past this division in this world and say, I'm tired of this Republican and Democrat. I am independent in my mind and in my heart, because I want to be united as a community. And as a pastor, I would say amen. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Christian, can you come out to the lobby for a photo, please? Thanks.
All right, so we're going to get started with some of the activities for today. As some of you may know, this is the 21st year of Poetry Out Loud nationwide. It is also the 21st year of California Poetry Out Loud. And so I'd like to bring up now someone who's been instrumental in all 21 of those years, who is the Director of Programs at the California Arts Council, Kristen Margolis. Please give Kristen a warm round of applause.
Thank you, Charlie. Great. Thank you so much. So, wow, that was really great hearing from the Assemblyman. And I will tell you, just listening to Danielle, a little bit about this program and a little bit about the work that we do at the California Arts Council. When we come here to testify, to try to increase our budget or keep our budget, which is often the case, and we're testifying here, we're not talking about what we're doing. We're talking about all of you. And you are what make us shine. You are the reason that we have programs like Poetry Out Loud, and why we like you to be here, because they need to see you, and we all need to see you and be paying attention. And I couldn't agree more. You are all champions, and I feel so incredibly fortunate to have the opportunity to watch you all and to be part of this program. So the way this program works, as you know, is kind of like a spelling bee. And ultimately, you know, one from each county end up here. And as this program developed, we thought about, well, how do folks get here? How did they get here, right? Sure, maybe they grew up in a household with poetry, or maybe they had a teacher, right, who exposed them to it, or maybe it was a poet in their community. And just a little tidbit, we're working on a poetry anthology of all of the city and local poet laureates that exist. And so we'll be distributing that out. That's something you're definitely going to want. So we'll be giving that out. Not today, because it's not ready yet, but it's on its way. But yeah, so who else would it be? County coordinators. And just so you know what a county coordinator is, it's somebody who's working in your county to make all sorts of stuff happen, right? So just like we're the California Arts Council and we work with the National Endowment for the Arts, and there's something like us in every state, in each county, there's somebody who's doing that similar work. And we kind of call them like our boots on the ground. And without them, we couldn't do all the things that we do, right? And Poetry Out Loud is a perfect example of that, right? So I have the great honor today to talk a little bit about an award that we give out. Because when we looked at this program, we were like, how do y'all get here? It's through partnerships, right? It's the poets, it's a teacher, it's your parents, it's your colleagues, and it's definitely your county coordinators. So I want to invite Robin Moore to come up here. Hey, Robin. So I have the great honor today to give Robin Moore our Hero Award. She certainly is a hero. And I've had the pleasure of working with Robin for quite a few years. This program started back in 2007. It was just in Sacramento County. We had 26 schools. And then we decided, okay, we're going to try to build this thing out, right? So the next step, we went into 9 counties. We couldn't keep Robin back, right? Robin was like, I'm in. I want to do it, right? And so Robin started in this program in Contra Costa County, and she knew what the meaning of partnerships was. She knew that if I don't get all sorts of folks involved, this will never happen. It's not one person that makes this happen. It's all of us. It's one voice that makes it happen. It's an effort to keep poetry alive, right? Because it's not just poetry, right? So Robin worked with the schools. She showed up. She brought volunteer judges in. She made it as easy as possible for these teachers to do it. And we know sometimes it's really hard to get your teacher. We have a student here where there is nobody teaching this in their county, and yet they're here. And that says a lot to me. So some of you come from counties where it's really thriving. Others really don't, you know? And we're a tiny agency, so we need folks like Robin to make it happen, and we're so grateful to you, Robin. Robin also, she got this program going in facilities, working with youth that are incarcerated. And I gotta tell you right now, there is nothing more incredible than to give that opportunity to someone who doesn't have any opportunity. And I mean any opportunity. And these students were not always authorized to be able to even present their poems. So they do all the work, they learn all the poetry, and then they're told, no, I'm sorry, you don't get to go. Robin's found ways to record them, to show their parents. I mean, and it may sound like an easy task, but I'm gonna tell you, working with the system is not an easy task. And this woman never gave up, and she's worked in this program until 2024. And so anyway, I wanna give you a chance to say a couple words, Robin, and from the bottom of my heart and from everyone at the Arts Council, we're so grateful to you, and it's an honor to present you with this Hero Award.
Thank you very much. This is a supreme honor. I cannot believe I'm here. I want to thank especially Arts Contra Costa for nominating me, and a special shout out to Jenny Baulisle and Brennan DeFrisco, who are both keeping Poetry Out Loud alive in Contra Costa County after I'm not doing all that anymore. And it's just fabulous to see it going on strongly, because poetry really matters. And for me, this has been a gift in my life, this program, and all of the experiences I've had, all the people I've met, all the lives I've seen touched by poetry in the schools has just been has had so much value to me. So thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Robin. And I know you all have heroes that have like helped you out in your communities. And I really encourage you to give them give them a shout out or whatever it might be, because that is so meaningful coming from you all. There's nothing better than that.
Thank you so much. Jenny, can you come up and we can take a couple pictures? And then Josie, I think you have a few more names to call. We'd just like to get a few pictures with Jenny from Contra Costa, Robin, and Kristen. Could you come up? You'll just get a picture of the three of you up here, but first Josie's going to make a
While Jenny is making her way up, can I get Saley, Mahati, and Serena, please? Thank you.
All right, thank you all. So now we're going to proceed to the next item on the agenda, which is that each of our champions is going to receive a certificate from us. So if we could grab Danielle to come back in the building or in the room for some photographs. We're going to go through, each of our champions will come up, take a photo, receive your certificate with Danielle. We're going in alphabetical order by county. So Kristen, if we could put you at a microphone, maybe over here, just ready to call each of the students alphabetically. All right, so we're starting with Sam in Alameda County, if you could make your way up. And then after Sam, we'll have Christian from Amador.
Sam Fisher. Hey, Sam.
Sam, you're going to hang with me for a moment. All right, so here's your, and just so everyone knows, while we're waiting for Danielle to come back in the room, if you could open your certificate and show it to the photographer like this as you're posing with Danielle. Sound good? All right.
And Christian Wagner, you're up next.
Do you want to call the next, like, five, just so that we know who's coming up after
No
Kristen?
problem. So the next five: Karsten Balin, Abigail Fuqua, Lizeth Ramirez, Serena Rose Shiner, and Bria Larson.
All right, so this is Sam from Alameda County. All right, so can we have, right now? Yeah, we just want to get one picture with each champion and their certificate and Jenny.
And please don't get me in there. Okay, I'm going to call the next ones: Erin Levinson, Samantha Poland Vogt, and Lily Herlihy. Oh, yeah.
So if you could just, at the beginning of the next batch, if you could call her first.
Yeah, no problem. Serena Rose Shiner. Savannah Rice. Amaris Rothfleisch. Phoebe Jensen. JC Pontarolo. Sarah Johnson. Lillian Brawley. Rosie Nioji. Abigail Reese. Morgan Sorensen. Mazalia Smith. Hannah Reeves. Anthony Gabrick. Paige Airy. Aurora Derrick. Saley Charlu. Saley. Okay. Lillian John. Paige Matlock. Zoen Abariga. Jaslyn Lombao. Sherry Zhang. Okay, who's she? Saley. No, it's not Saley. Is that Andrea? I know. She's not here. I knew that. Sorry. Brianna Venegas. Angela Ikizi. Sienna LaRusia.
Brianna?
Mashal Moflehi. Emily Fordham. Lauren Woodfork. Angelique M. Viola. Saley, yeah, thank you. Victor Nunez. Diamond Vang. Jada Fritas. Lily Lang. Mackenzie Carlstad. Isaiah Lamarca.
All right, thank you, everyone. As with the photos from yesterday and the photos from today, we will be distributing them to all champions and friends and family after you all go home. So you can look forward to those. Moving on to our next award item, we're going to be talking about Poetry Ourselves, which, as you know, is our program that we run parallel to Poetry Out Loud for original poetry by our county champions. We have been running this program since 2019. It is, as mentioned, it runs parallel, but it does not affect the scoring or participation in Poetry Out Loud. We received 19 submissions this year for Poetry Ourselves, so we just want to have a massive round of applause for all 19 of you who submitted. I know it was a quick turnaround, and we had a panel of 3 judges, not these 3, but a panel of 3 judges read the poems anonymously, and they passed their comments on to us. And today we are proud to recognize 3 champions who submitted their work today. They're also going to be reading these poems. So we're going to start with the honorable mention in the Poetry Ourselves competition. So please welcome to the stage to read her poem, Mahati Vaidyanathan of San Mateo County.
Observations by a non-athletic student during 7th period PE warm-ups. There's a volleyball lodged in the ceiling of the gymnasium. V-stretch, sweat, breath, and the ringing of silence fill my nostrils and ears and pool around my silent body. Right hamstring. The volleyball's stuck between two white pipes. Someone shifts, a pin drops, the teacher shuffles across the squeaky floor, taking attendance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people didn't come to school today. Attendance is a bell curve. A fly buzzes, crests a nose, drops, a hand stretches across the floor and squashes it. Left hamstring. The volleyball is faded in blue and white and gold, the school colors of elementary and middle wrapped into one. Right quad. The volleyball vibrates, the pipe shakes, the ventilator gurgles and chokes and splutters and hacks. Lumbar. Concentric circles of brilliant white bulbs hang over our head, like we are angels and not the last ones to press our heads into the dust-crusted boards. Left quad. There's a girl in the left corner of the gym. She's not doing the exercises. She's not even changed. Still in jeans, she smiles with all her teeth. Lumbar. Our thighs fold across our bodies, arms cradling our fragile heads, full of World War II and the holding notes across the bar line and the integrals, the damn indefinite, definite integrals. Right pretzel. People are talking now. You can't see braces across the court, a mouthful of metal and plastic. All teeth look perfect white. I bite my lip. The volleyball is still caught between the white pipes. It didn't fall today, succumb to its gravitational potential energy, its speed getting faster, acceleration, the second derivative of position. Its position remains fixed, constant. Thank you.
Wait, come back. Thank you so much. And now I'd like to welcome our runner-up for Poetry Ourselves, which is Siley Charlou of Orange County. Siley, please come on up.
Ode to my deviated nasal septa. A Champukavya for my mother. I believed I could be my own plastic surgeon, pressing orange-tipped fingernails to the bridge of my nose, thinking if I pushed down hard enough, the skin would part like a womb. Those soft nasal bones would stoop to my will. This flute made of skin and cartilage would wither and bleed out, and when all the bleeding was done, I would have sculpted Meghan Markle's nose from the clay of my own flesh, like goddess Parvati. Of course, none of that happened. Instead, every day, I wake up to the face my ancestors brought with them. Wide eyes, dark bags that refuse to negotiate with concealer, and a nose that carries the stubborn geography of a continent I've never lived on. My nose sits in the center of this poem like a prey waiting to be devoured, a bleeding Bible that doesn't know its own religion. This nose snorts self-made jokes, chases GPAs, and ends up broken too often. It fails to understand the idea of loss because, one, it has allergies, and two, it has inherited the tendency to ignore it. It replaces the smell of my history from the smell of cashew halva to Target's perfume. My nose was God's afterthought. This incomplete camel's hum stuffed between my eyes and mouth like the foreign vowels my potty speaks that reverberate against my empty lips. It's a bridge where my pride goes skinny dipping early in the morning. It flinches at the smell of my Tata's senior home, living inside the labyrinth of his decaying mind. I write tonight to my ancestors this attempt at an apology, this confession draped in the robes of a 16-year-old girl trying to glow up. Because my nose is a button, fastening me to my lineage, and when I die, my nose, my last breath will be like a bullet. This flawed feature, a powerful weapon, a testament to my Tamil-speaking veins. My survivor of grief, image of my orphaned grandfather. His nose, a temple that still dares to breathe. Thank you.
Wait, don't go away quite yet. We got to get a few photos of you. Siley, can we have you up? You have an award. Thank you. And we have one more announcement.
Could we get Zoen out for a picture, please, from Riverside County? Thank you.
All right, and this year we are very excited to give the Champion Award for Poetry ourselves to Beza Gedahun of Sacramento County. Beza, please come on up.
Alchemy. When I was born, it was said my skin hummed, low and gold, like the sound of sunlight learning to breathe. This one carries her own dawn, my mother said. Though that may be true, the first day I walked into a white room, the air rearranged itself. My color folded inward in my voice, that bright, untamed thing, shrank until it could fit inside a whisper. So sudden, so automatic, as if a spell had been cast on me. No one noticed. They only said how polite I sounded. Each morning since, my body performs its quiet alchemy, turning melanin into manners, fire into fragrance, and thunder into throat clearing. My words start in color, copper, amber, obsidian. But by the time they've reached another's ear, they've gone pale, washed clean by the white noise of the room. Once in science class, the teacher said sound needs air to travel. I wanted to ask, what happens when the air refuses to carry you? But I held my tongue, and silence nodded in approval. By lunchtime, my reflection flickers. The mirrors here are bilingual. They translate me into whatever looks comfortable. My curls learn obedience. My vowels lose their roots, edited down to a version they can digest. And by 3 p.m., I disappear completely. Only the echo of my voice remains, looping softly through the hallways. A ghost, humming its own name. But when I go home, my mother lights incense that smells like old hymns and honey, and the spell begins to break. Color floods back into my throat first, then my cheeks, then the full fierce symphony of my skin. I stand before the mirror, watching both voice and pigment return. So I write this down before it fades again. In a world that keeps bleaching the sun and silencing the wind, I am both flame and thunder. My color is my chorus, my voice its echo, and tonight, I refuse to dim or quiet. Thank you.
All right, thank you all so much to those three who just performed, and also for all of you who submitted your work this year. We're very appreciative, and we are in awe of your talent and your bravery submitting your work to us. The next step on our agenda is that we're going to be moving into round 3 of Poetry Out Loud. So we have tabulated the scores from rounds 1 and 2, and there will be 15 finalists performing in the third round. So I'm going to announce those finalists now in alphabetical order by county, starting alphabetically at the top of the alphabet with the counties, working my way through. I'm going to ask that as the names are called, if you could come up here and line up, starting on this side, all the way across so we can get a photograph of all of the 15 finalists. And then 14 of you will return to your seats, and then the first one will begin the performance of round 3. Sound good? All right, so here we go. In alphabetical order by county, we're going to start with Serena Rose Shire of Contra Costa County. You can applaud. You can applaud. Yeah. We can definitely be applauding. Serena, coming up. And then Serena, you can just start here, and then everyone will be standing to the left. All right? So Serena, come up here. Followed by Bria Larson of Del Norte. Next to Serena, followed by Samantha Pullenvote of Fresno. Phoebe Jessen from Lake County. Lillian Brawley of Marin County. Hannah Reeves of Mono County. Actually, if you can all just take a step forward so that we can fit you all in. All right. Siley Charlou of Orange County. Lillian John Placer. All right, Lillian. Zowina Bariga of Riverside County. All right. Now we're starting to fill up, so if you could just actually make an arch around this way so we can fill. Okay, we're going to arch around that way. All right, Maximilian Goodley of San Bernardino County is next. Next up, Sylvie Turgeson of San Diego County. Followed by Charlotte Bailey, San Luis Obispo. Sherry Zhang, San Mateo. Oh, no, sorry. I'm so sorry. Santa Clara. Sherry Zhang, Santa Clara. Sorry, I misread. Sherry. Emily Fordham of Sonoma. And finally, Lily Lang of Ventura County. All right, my apologies. We do not all fit, but Lily, if you can take a stand next to Emily over here. Maybe we can do 2 rows. Maybe the first half can come stand in front of or the shorter folks in the front, taller folks in the back. How about that? Just want to get everybody in a photo. And just so everyone's clear for round 3, the judges are still seated in the front. Your prompter and accuracy judge are behind you. So if you need to say line, please just say line, and you'll hear that prompt coming from behind you today. Sound good? All right, Serena, over to you.
Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great. And would suffice.
Thank you. Next, we have Bria Larson from Del Norte County.
Nothing to Do by James Ephraim McGirt. The fields are white, the labors are few. Yet say the idle, there's nothing to do. Jails are crowded, and Sunday schools few. We still complain, there's nothing to do. Drunkards are dying, your sons, it is true. Mothers' arms folded with nothing to do. Heathens are dying, their blood falls on you. How can you people find nothing to do?
Thank you, Bria.
Thanks, y'all. If we could please get Karsten, JC, Mazelia, Lillian, Paige, Angela, Sienna, Angelique, and Victor out for a photo. Thank you. I'm sorry. Lillian John and Paige Matlock. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Samantha Pullenvote from Fresno County. Samantha, please come on up.
Rulers by Fenton Johnson. It is said that many a king in troubled Europe would sell his crown for a day of happiness. I have seen a monarch who held tightly the jewel of happiness. On Lombard Street in Philadelphia, as evening dropped to earth, I gazed upon a laborer duskier than a sky devoid of moon. He was seated on a throne of flower bags as two small boys played on their guitars the ragtime tunes of the day. God's blessing on the monarch who rules on Lombard Street in Philadelphia. Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha. Now, please welcome Phoebe Jessen from Lake County. Phoebe, please come on up.
Battle Hymn of the Republic by Julia Ward Howe. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the fatal lightning of his terrible, swift sword. His truth is marching on. I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have builded him an altar. In the evening dews and damps, I can read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. I have read a fiery gospel
writ in burnished rows of steel, as ye deal with my contemners, so with you my grace shall deal. Let the hero, born of woman, crush the serpent with his heel, since God is marching on. He has sounded forth the trumpet that shall never call retreat. He is sifting out the hearts of men before his judgment seat. Oh, be swift, my soul, to answer him. Be jubilant, my feet. Our God is marching on. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with a glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free, while God is marching on. Thank you.
Thank you, Phoebe.
Can we please get for pictures Hannah Reeves, Rosie, Sarah Johnson, Savannah, Abigail, and Zoen, please.
Thank you. Next up, we have Lillian Brawley from Marin County. Lillian, please come on up to the mic.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Hold on. Oh, Captain, my Captain, by Walt Whitman. Oh, Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every rack. The prize we sought is won. The port is near. The bells I hear, the people all exulting, while follow eyes the steady keel, the vessel grim and daring. But, oh heart, 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 oh the bleeding drops of red, where on the deck my captain lies, fallen, cold, and dead. Oh, Captain, my Captain, rise up and hear the bells, rise up! For you, the flag is flung. For you, the bugle trills. For you, bouquets and ribboned wreaths. For you, the shores a crowding. For you, they call the swaying mass, their eager faces turning. Here, Captain, dear Father, this arm beneath your head. It is some dream that on the deck you've fallen cold and dead. My captain does not answer me. His lips are pale and still. My father does not feel my arm. He has no pulse nor will. The ship is anchored, safe and sound, its voyage closed and done. From fearful trip, the victor ship comes in with object one. Exalt, O shores, and ring, O bells, but I, with mournful tread, walk the deck my captain lies, fallen, cold, and dead. Thank you.
Thank you, Lillian. Now please welcome, Josie, who's going to give us a few more names.
Everybody's coming for y'all. If I could please get the champs from Colusa, Lake, Napa, Sonoma, and Yolo, please. Thank you.
Thank you. And while those folks are exiting the room, please put your hands together for Hannah Reeves from Mono County. Hannah, you're up. Is Hannah still out in the hallway? Emily, if you can grab Hannah, that would be wonderful. Hannah will be followed by Siley, followed by Lily and John. Sorry to be pulling you in all different directions. Now everybody, please welcome Hannah Reeves from Mono County.
A Far Land by Leslie Pickney Hill. Beyond the cities I have seen, beyond the rack and din, there is a wide and fair domain where I have never been, away from desert wastes of greed, over the peaks of pride, across the seas of mortal need, its citizens abide. And through the distance, though, I see how stern must be the fare. My feet are ever fain to be upon the journey there. In that school, in that far land, the only school the dwellers all attend is built upon the golden rule, and man to man is friend. No war is there, nor war's distress, but truth and love increase. It is a realm of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace.
Thank you, Hannah.
Few more folks, please. Can we get Isaiah and Serena and Abigail, please?
And please welcome up for our next performance, Siley Charlou from Orange County. Siley, welcome back up. And to the performers, we apologize for the door continuing to open and close. You can just wait until the door is closed to begin your performance, and we've asked the staff outside to hold the door until the performances are done.
The New Colossus by Emma Lazarus. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here, at our sea-washed sunset gates, shall stand a mighty woman with a torch whose flame is the imprisoned lightning. And her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air bridge harbor that twin cities frame. Keep ancient land your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
Thank you. Thank you, Saili.
Great. Few more pictures. If we can get the champs from Stanislaus, please, as well as Fresno, Inyo, and Calaveras. Thank you.
And while those folks are making their way out, please welcome Lillian John from Placer County. Lillian, you are up. Do you want it down? Perfect.
The Fool Song by William Carlos Williams. I tried to put a bird in a cage. Oh, the fool I am. For the bird was truth. Sing merrily, truth. I tried to put truth in a cage. When I had that bird in the cage, oh, fool that I am, why, it broke my pretty cage. Sing merrily, truth. I tried to put truth in a cage, and when that bird was flown from that cage, sing, oh, fool that I am, why, I had nor bird nor cage. Sing merrily, truth. I tried to put truth in a cage. Hi-ho, truth in a cage. Thank you.
Thank you, Lillian. Next, please welcome Zowin Abariga from Riverside County.
On Pain by Khalil Gibran. And a woman spoke, saying, "Tell us of pain." And he said, "Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding, even as the stone of the fruit must break, that its heart may stand in the sun. So must you know pain. And could you keep your heart in wonder at the daily miracles of your life? Your pain will not seem less wondrous than your joy, and you would accept the seasons of your heart, even as you have always accepted the seasons that pass over your fields, and you would watch with serenity through the winters of your grief. Much of your pain is self-chosen. It is the bitter potion by which the physician within you heals your sick self. Therefore, trust the physician and drink his remedy in silence and tranquility. For his hand, though heavy and hard, is guided by the tender hand of the unseen. And the cup he brings, though it burn your lips, has been fashioned of the clay, which the potter has moistened with his own sacred tears. Thank you.
Thank you, Zowin. Now, please welcome Maximilian Goodley from San Bernardino County.
The Feet of Judas by George Marion McClellan. Christ washed the feet of Judas. The dark and evil passions of his soul, his secret plot and sordidness complete, his hate, his purposing, Christ knew the whole. And still in love he stooped and washed his feet. Christ washed the feet of Judas, yet all his lurking sin was bare to him. his bargain with the priest, and more than this, in all of it, beneath the moonlight dim, aforehand knew and felt his treacherous kiss. Christ washed the feet of Judas, and so ineffable his love 'twas meet, that pity fill his great forgiving heart, and tenderly to wash the traitor's feet, who in his Lord had basely sold his part. Christ washed the feet of Judas, and thus a girded servant, self-abased, taught that no wrong this side the gate of heaven was ever too great to wholly be effaced, and though unasked, in spirit be forgiven. And so, if we have ever felt the wrong of trampled rights, of caste, it matters not. Whate'er the soul has felt or suffered long, oh, hearts, this one thing should not be forgot. Christ washed the feet of Judas.
Thank you, Maximilian. Next up, please welcome Sylvie Turchison from San Diego County. Sylvie, please make your way down to the mic.
Militants to Certain Other Woman by Catherine Rolston Fisher. You who pass coldly by when the police rush upon us, when they wrench away our banners, beautiful banners whose colors cry a demand for liberty. You who criticize or condemn, declaring you believe in suffrage, fought for it in your state, and your mother knew Susan B. Anthony. Can you think in terms of a nation? Could you die or face ridicule for your belief? For the freedom of women, for your freedom, we are fighting. For your safety, we face danger, bear torture. For your honor, endure untellable insult. To win democracy for you, we defend the banners of democracy, till our banners and our bodies are flung together on the pavement, waiting at the gates of government. We have made of our weariness a symbol of women's long wait for justice. We have borne the hunger and hardship of prison to open people's eyes to men's determination to imprison the power of women. You, women who pass coldly by, do you imagine your freedom is coming as a summer wind blows over fields? Slowly, it has advanced by a 60 years war. Those who have fought in it have not forgotten. And that war is not won. Strongly entrenched, the foe sits plotting. Close to his lines, our banners fly, signaling where to direct the fire. Greater forces are needed, reserves and recruits. Are you for winning or for waiting, women who watch the banners go down? Women who say, Suffrage is coming, while suffrage goes by you into Prussia. Case to be content with applauding speeches and praising politicians. Patience is shameful. Awake, rise, and act. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvie. Thank you. Next, please welcome Charlotte Bailey from San Luis Obispo County. Charlotte, please come on up.
Militants to Certain Other Women by Catherine Ralston Fisher. You, who pass coldly by as the police rush upon us. When they wrench away our banners, beautiful banners whose colors cry a demand for liberty. You, who criticize or condemn, declaring you believe in suffrage, worked for it in your state, and your mother knew Susan B. Anthony. Can you think in terms of a nation? Could you die or face ridicule for your belief? For the freedom of women, for your freedom, we are fighting. For your safety, we face danger, bear torture. For your honor, endure untellable insult. To win democracy for you, we defend the banners of democracy until our banners and our bodies are flung together on the pavement, waiting at the gates of government. We have made our weariness a symbol of women's long wait for justice. We have borne the hunger and hardship of prison to open people's eyes to men's determination to imprison the power of women. You women who pass coldly by. Do you imagine your freedom is coming as a summer wind blows over fields? Slowly, it has advanced by a 60 years war. Those who have fought in it have not forgotten, and that war is not won. Strongly entrenched, the foe sits, plotting. Close to his lines, our banners fly, signaling where to direct the fire. Greater forces are needed, reserves and recruits. Are you for winning or for waiting? Women who watch the banners go down. Women who say suffrage is coming while suffrage goes by you into Prussia. Case to be content with applauding speeches and praising politicians. Patience is shameful. Awake, rise, and act. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte. Now please welcome Sherry Zhang from Santa Clara County.
Spring in Wartime by Sarah Teasdale. I feel the spring far off, far off. The faint, far scent of bud and leaf. Oh, how can spring take heart to come to a world in grief? Deep grief. The sun turns north, the days grow long. Later, the evening star grows bright. How can the daylight linger on for men to fight? Still fight. The grass is waking in the ground. Soon it will rise and blow in waves. How can it have the heart to sway over the graves? New graves. Under the boughs where lovers walked, the apple blooms will shed their breath. But what of all the lovers now? Parted by death, gray death.
Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Next up to the stage, Emily Fordham from Sonoma County. Emily, come on up to the mic.
Chicago by Carl Sandburg, translated into American Sign Language. Hog butcher for the world, tool maker, stacker of wheats, player with railroads and the nation's freight handler, stormy, husky, brawling city of the big shoulders. They tell me you are wicked, and I believe them, for I have seen your painted women under the gas lamps luring the farm boys. And they tell me you are crooked, and I answer, yes, it is true. I have seen the gunmen kill and go free to kill again. And they tell me you are brutal, and my reply is, on the faces of women and children, I have seen the marks of wanton hunger. And having answered so, I turn once more to those who sneer at this, my city, and I give them back the sneer and say to them, come and show me another city with lifted heads singing so proud to be alive and coarse and strong and cunning, flinging magnetic curses amid the toil of piling job on job. Here is a tall, bold slugger set vivid against the little soft cities, fierce as a dog with tongue lapping for action, cunning as a savage pitted against the wilderness, bareheaded, shoveling, wrecking, planning, building, breaking, rebuilding. Under the smoke, dust all over his mouth, laughing with white teeth. Under the terrible burden of destiny, laughing as a young man laughs. Laughing even as an ignorant fighter laughs who's never lost a battle, bragging and laughing that under his wrist is the pulse, and under his ribs the heart of the people. Laughing laughing the stormy, husky, brawling laughter of youth, half naked, sweating, proud to be hog butcher, tool maker, stacker of wheat, player with railroads and freight handler, to the nation.
Thank you, Emily. And next, please welcome Lily Lang from Ventura County. Lily, please come on up.
Medusa by Louise Bogan. I had come to the house in a cave of trees, facing a sheer sky. Everything moved. A bell hung, ready to strike. Sun and reflection wheeled by. When the bare eyes were before me, and the hissing hair held up at a window, seen through a door, the stiff, bald eyes, the serpents on the forehead formed in the air. This is a dead scene forever now. Nothing will ever stir. The end will never brighten it more than this, nor the rain blur. The water will always fall and will not fall. And the tipped bell make no sound. The grass will always be growing for hay, deep on the ground. And I shall stand here like a shadow under the great balanced day. My eyes on the yellow dust that was lifting in the wind and does not drift away.
Hold tight for just a moment, everyone. Thank you for your patience.
All right, everyone, so that's our, our 15 in round 3. Let's give it up. You're all terrific, every single one of you. So while we have everyone tabulating the scores, I want to take a moment to introduce the incredible judges who, as you all can imagine, have had a very difficult job. So you already have had the pleasure of meeting Andrew. And would you mind standing up, Andrew? Andrew DeFay, as you know, is DeFi, thank you so much for correcting me. Forgive me. Andrew is a past poet laureate in Sacramento County. Yeah, local boy. Very great. Thank you so much. And then also, if you could stand, Romaine Washington. And also Tara Lopez. And before I go on to the judges behind me as well, I just want to sincerely thank you so much for your dedication and being so pure present here with all these incredible champions. And I would encourage you all, if you have a moment, to have a conversation with any one of them, because I can tell you, you will definitely benefit from it. They have an incredible amount of wisdom, thoughtfulness, and they're so supportive of this whole program, and for that we're so grateful. So thank you so much. So as you also know, we have an accuracy judge, and behind me is Allison Up-Roberts. Allison. And finally, our prompter, Jill Stockinger. Jill, thank you so much. I will tell you, these two jobs are hard to fill because they're tough, for sure. So we really appreciate all the thoughtfulness and dedication to the word, and so thank you so much. Are we about ready? All right, you all. Charlie, I'm going to welcome Charlie back up.
All right, so again, I just want to thank all of you who are here, all 13,500 people who participated this year in the program. We are going to announce the honorable mention, runner-up, and state champion, starting with honorable mention. If you hear your name, please come up and we will hand you an award. And then when all three of you are up, we will take a photo of all three of you. Sound good? So, honorable mention this year goes to Zoen Abariga from Riverside County. Zoen, please come up. There you go. You can just stand up there, yep. We're going to do a photo when we have all three up. Yep. Next up, our runner-up is Siley Charlou from Orange County. Siley, please come up. There we go. And finally, our state champion is Lillian Brawley from Marin County. Lillian, please come up. There we go, congratulations. And then Danielle's gonna come up and we're gonna take some photos with you, right? All right. If you all... All right, so we're gonna get you all maybe in front of the microphone.
In front, so the microphone is not upstaging us.
Thank you all. Thank you all so much for coming out. Go meet your family and friends outside. Thank you for coming.